got our first HelloFresh delivery today. So we're going to open it up and let's see what we got inside. So I've cut it open. Let's see. Oh, we got some good stuff in here today. Let's have a look at the menu. We've got crumbed chicken and sweet potato mash. Yum, the kids will like that. Sweet and soy pork noodles. Cheesy baked Mexican pie. Sweet mustard chicken and baked rice. So here we are, all unpacked. So we've got the chicken and the rest of the ingredients here. So they've got it all packaged up. And I've just realised a great thing about HelloFresh is they give you just the right amount of ingredients that you need for each dish. So there's no wastage, which I think is a really great thing. So let's open up the nuggets and put them away in the fridge. So I've partially unpacked it all, so I've unpacked the meat, but as I was unpacking the brown bags, I've just realised each bag contains all the ingredients for every meal. So I don't have to go rummaging through each one trying to figure out where I need an onion or whatever. It's all packaged in every single bag, separated for each of the meal plan options that they have got here. So that makes my life so much easier. So what are we going to make for dinner? I don't know. I'm going to have a little look. So I've been studying the menu plan a little bit more, and if I had sat down and read it, it is color coded for each of the bags. So we've got a green here. So the green tag on this goes with all the ingredients that are needed for this meal, and the blue one is for the blue bag, and so on and so forth. So they're all color coded, and they also... Oh, okay, we need to put some clothes on. Excuse me for a minute. So I think I'm going to just go with the first thing that's on the menu plan, the crumbed chicken with sweet potato mash. Perfect. The kids really love crispy chicken, and I love the sweet potato and the veggies that go with it as well. So I think this will be a great meal option today. So while my little friend here, hello, destroys the box, we're going to start making the first meal, crumbed chicken and sweet potato mash. I thought I would show you as I go what it takes to make one of these meals, just so you know. So the first step is to start getting prepped. So turning the oven on, peeling the sweet potato and top and tailing the green beans, etc, etc. So let's get started. I've got all my ingredients lined up out of my green bag that goes with my green tag here. So we're ready to go. Let's get cooked. Alrighty, so prep's going really well. I've chopped everything that I need to do up. I've put all my breadcrumbs and my garlic in my bowl, and I'm about to crumb my chicken and start to fry it off. But in the meantime, I've got my sweet potato in here bubbling away, and I'm going to put this on at the end of cooking to steam that. So I'm just about to crumb the chicken now, all ready to go. What I'm loving about HelloFresh so far is the fact that there's not lots of steps involved with the cooking. So there's only just simple cutting up of veggies and prepping some, like, got the garlic and the lemon and the parsley, and then I don't need to use flour and egg for this. It's just simply the breadcrumbs pressed onto the chicken and then slowly fried in the fry pan, which I've got ready to go, and then it'll go into the oven, a preheated oven, to cook. So yeah, really happy with the lack of steps, if you could put it that way. I don't have a lot of cooking to do with this. Here we go, we're going to pop this one into the pan, fry it off, and then I'll continue doing the rest of them. The thing I really love about HelloFresh as well is because everything's separated and nothing's pre-cooked or cooked together, you can tweak the recipes how they suit your dietary requirements. I don't eat a lot of wheat, so I'm not using the crumb. So all I did was just use the garlic, parsley, and a squeeze of the lemon, on my chicken with some salt and pepper, and I'll just cook it in the pan and then pop it in the oven with the rest of them. The only thing I found is they gave me way too many breadcrumbs. Like there was 2 packets and I probably could have only used a half of 1 packet for the chicken. So instead of wasting it, I'm just gonna pop it in a freezer bag, chuck it in the freezer and use it again another day. Alright, so we're approaching crazy out. Got a half-naked kid putting away the utensils. The rest are going to go into the bath. This is when things get crazy, but I'm prepared because HelloFresh gave me pre-prepared meal ready to go. I just had to put it together. Can't wait to taste it. It's going really good. Alright, so I've browned my chicken. It's just about to go into the oven, so it'll bake for about 14 minutes. The rest of the veggies are steaming in here, and then I'm just going to make the sauce, which won't take long at all. So dinner's nearly done. I've got my parsley butter started here, so just melting butter and adding the parsley to it. It's really simple. I was quite shocked at how simple the sauce was going to be, so that's good. And then I'm just going to pop it in a container when it's done.
Doing so well, right? You're good at it, really.
Alright, we're up to night 2 with HelloFresh. Tonight we're making the cheesy baked Mexican pie, and I'm getting in early while the kids are napping and starting the prep. So I've got most of my ingredients out here. I've already started a little bit. So I'm browning the mince, I've browned the onions, and I've filled the casserole dish with the tortillas. So I just got to put all my spices in here along with some tomato paste and mix it all together with some kidney beans, and then we pop it into the casserole dish. So let me get cooking and I'll show you how I go. Here we are, the finished product nearly. So I've added everything in with the mince and then popped it in the casserole dish with the tortillas inside of it. I think that's a really great idea, something a bit different. And now we are just going to top with cheese, and then it just needs to bake into the oven for a couple of minutes to melt the cheese and crisp up the tortillas on the base. So I'll probably do that a bit later in the afternoon because the kids are still napping. It's only like 3:30 in the afternoon, so I don't need to cook this yet, but dinner is basically done. I just have to make a salad that they've got that comes with this, and then that's dinner done, all before 4 o'clock. Perfect. Because dinner is done, I can come outside this afternoon and do some gardening. We're up to day 3 with HelloFresh, and today we're having sweet and soy pork noodles. This one's I've been most looking forward to. It's the one that I think I'm gonna love the most, but you never know. So I've got all the ingredients out of my bag, ready to go. So I'm going to follow my steps on my card and get cooking. So I've done all my prep for my meal. The only thing that I've probably done differently than what HelloFresh has given me is added a few more veggies for the stir fry. We're a family that loves our leftovers, and HelloFresh just gives enough for the meal that night. So I've just decided to bulk it up a little bit just so I've got extras for hubby for lunch tomorrow.
just wrap up my HelloFresh experience with you and just have a chat to you about what I thought about the last 4 days using the meal service. After using HelloFresh meal plans and ingredients for the last 4 days, you could say that I'm just a little bit smitten with the whole service. I really found the ingredients to be fresh, the recipes really quick and easy. They were fuss-free but delicious, and that's a true winner in my book. And also not having to think about meal planning for the week was pure joy for me. Just having the recipe cards to follow, just pull them out, pull whatever meat I needed out for the day, and just going forward without having to stress about what's for dinner. We as a family really enjoyed the service. The meals that we prepared were thoroughly enjoyed by husband and I. The kids, you know, a bit fussy on some things, but overall they ate it without too much fuss. Their favourite though was the crumbed chicken. I think we had that the first night. Hubby really enjoyed the cheesy baked Mexican pie, which was night 2, I believe. And my favourite was the sweet and soy pork noodles, which was night 3. But overall, every recipe we enjoyed thoroughly, but they were just probably the favourites for each of us throughout the meal plan. I found HelloFresh to be a great option for families, couples or individuals. It doesn't matter what your status is, but basically anybody who's time poor in the kitchen but is still wanting healthy meal options on the table every night without having to resort to takeaway. Yes, it is a premium service which may or may not fit into everybody's budget, but I thought if you are wanting to splurge on something to help ease family life, this could be one of them. If you couldn't afford a subscription with HelloFresh, maybe you could use it in a different way. So just say you are going on holidays or a family vacation and you don't want to think about food, you could utilise HelloFresh for the couple of weeks that you're away and not have to think about food or meal plan options. Another option would be you could use this as a gift for newborn parents. So mum and dad, last thing they want to do is think about what's for dinner. You could give them one of the boxes and they could use that to cook healthy, quick meal options without having to resort to fish and chips or chicken and chips, which we felt like we ate a lot when our kids were young. Maybe even as a family you are struggling through a really busy season, the kids have got sports, you've got so much on, you're at work, hubby's at work, and the last thing you feel like doing is going grocery shopping, trying to figure out meals for the kids, for yourself, for everybody. So maybe while you're going through that specific season, maybe you could utilise HelloFresh during that time. I know if we used it, we would probably cut back in other areas of our budget just so we stay on track with our saving, spending, etc. And maybe that's what you could consider doing. I really hoped you enjoyed watching me cook through the last 4 days with HelloFresh. I know I had a blast going through the recipe cards and enjoying the meals at the end of it. If you are interested in maybe trialing a HelloFresh box, they do have $35 off as a special at the moment. All you need to do is click on the link in the box below. If you're on my blog post, there will be links throughout the blog post that you can click through to the HelloFresh website to look at purchasing a box for yourself. I appreciate you watching my video. Make sure you press thumbs up if you like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. I've got other great DIY cooking and craft videos coming, so if you want to keep up to date with what I'm up to, make sure you subscribe. Thanks for watching my video and I hope you have a great day. I'll talk to you next time. See ya.